Okay, guys, so I wanted to take this time to share something personal in my journey with all of you. And that was when I decided to pursue boxing. In 2022, I decided that I wanted to try something new, and I had little knowledge about boxing before, and I remember distinctly feeling like I need a challenge. Like I need to do something that is just for me and something that's going to prove to me what I'm capable of. And so I found this place in my neighborhood called I Love Kickboxing. And this was a community of really strong people, people that loved to box, that were passionate about it. And so I decided to take a free class. I decided in 2022 that I was going to give it a shot and I was going to see where it goes. I didn't put any kind of pressure on myself. I mean, obviously, I wanted to do good. I wanted to, impress myself, absolutely. Um, but I came at it with a soft kind of approach. I wasn't going to have very high expectations for myself. I was never really that athletic. I had pursued yoga and running basically, but this kind of competitive sport was new for me. And so I was really, really nervous and really excited at the same time. And so I took the first class, and it was tough. It was really, really tough. Like I vividly remember I almost wanted to throw up halfway through the class. And I was like, it didn't help, obviously, that I ate spicy Indian curry before the class. So I don't recommend that. But, anyways, yeah, I remember being like, I want to quit. Like, this is way too tough for me. And it's making me uncomfortable. And I want to go home and rest and cry a little because this is really challenging. There's so much that happens when you're boxing. Your body moves around symbiotically, like your stomach. It makes you feel a little queasy. And so I told myself, like, yeah, this is making me feel really insecure because it's so new and it's something that I have never experienced before. And then I sat with it, and then I thought to myself, like, wait, but it's making me uncomfortable, but at the same time, it's making me feel strong. It's making me feel like a new version of myself that I never knew I had. I never knew that I had this strength in me. And so I sat with that feeling, and I sat with that discomfort, the way that, boxing was responding to me in my head and physically and emotionally. Um, it was a new experience. And so I persevered. I said, you know what? I'm going to push through this, and I want to see what happens in this journey. And so I completed that class, and I said, I'm going to stick with it. Like I'm going to pursue this, and I'm going to go for 3 classes a week. I'm going to really just own it and see where it goes. I had to make a pause with my business. I was still making perfume for friends and family and customers, but I wasn't really promoting my business in such a way. So I could focus on this new passion of mine. In the beginning, I was at the bottom of the leaderboard consistently for 2 years. And initially, when I saw this, I was like, wow, like one day I'd really like to be first place and prove this to myself that I am good enough. And so I persevered. I kept going. I attended 3 classes a week. And eventually I saw myself go to the middle of the leaderboard. So I was like 6th place. And it was like that for about half a year. And then something happened where I really unlocked my potential, and I just let the bag have it. I brought everything that, was the self-doubt, the guilt, the shame, whatever I was feeling that day or whatever was haunting me from my past, my trauma. I just let the bag have it. And it was kind of like stress relieving, and it was kind of a miracle when I unlocked this, because I knew that this was meant to push me in a way that I had never been pushed before. I had never been challenged in this way. And so I consistently saw myself rising to the top. And eventually I made it first place, and I was basically first, second place for the remainder of my boxing passion. And so the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because it's an example of, what can happen when you live with discomfort. When you're at a place when you no longer want to conform, when you're at a place that you want more for yourself, when you want more for your life, when you're just looking at the status quo and you're saying, this isn't it for me, these people, this job, this whatever it may be, whatever that may look like for you, wherever you are in life. If you're saying to yourself that, hey, this standard that I've made for myself, I want to rise above this. I want to find what is meant for me out there in the universe. When you know that something is calling to you, you jump with both feet in. You jump and you leap and you don't think twice. And you just let that momentum really carry you. This journey of boxing was the pivotal inspiration for me to launch my next new line, BOXER Champion. And you guessed it, it's a trilogy. So here we are. Here we have a BOXER Champion Bronze, BOXER Champion Silver, and BOXER Champion Gold. These will be on the market March 11th of 2026. I can't wait for you guys to smell them and for you to experience them yourself. They are very special to me and my story. I hope this resonates with you. I'm not going to disclose too much about the composition just yet. I will say they are unisex fragrances, so anyone can wear them. Man, woman, binary, transgender, it's all inclusive. My brand is an inclusive brand. We include everyone. No one is left out. Everyone is seen. Everyone has a voice. Everyone has something to bring to the table and something to say. If you care about your financial freedom and future, I highly recommend Alinea. Alinea is an investing solution where you get a weekly payout from your bank in order to grow stock. Sign up now and get $20 worth of automated stock. Leading from the Alinea recommendation before, I want to share some financial advice that really helped me propel to launch my business this year. So I invest my money in different EFT accounts as well as treasury bonds and stock. What this allows is a safeguard for me. So whatever's going on in the economy, the volatility with stock market, I still have a treasury bond growing for me. Treasury bonds are managed money by the government. They mature in a 6-month period and they keep growing beyond that. They are privately insured by FDIC. The only stock that I see really safely growing in this economy is Nadivia. As of right now, it's really high, so I would wait until it drops before purchasing stock from Nadivia. I have full confidence that if you have a game plan for your finances and you set aside money and you're being really strategic about, okay, this is what that number is and what I'm comfortable with. So right now, my monthly payment is set to $440, and that may change in the future. I may add more, I may add later. But essentially, what you want is to live comfortably, live within your means, but also think about your future. You want to think about retirement, your 401k, all that stuff. That's all I had for today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and you are loved.